Scene opens with a warm, candlelit view of a colonial room. Soft, classical music plays. Step back in time with me, to an era of flickering candlelight and revolutionary ideas. We're in the heart of colonial America, during the 1700s, a time when the very foundations of a new nation were being laid. The air is thick with anticipation, the scent of wood smoke, old paper, and melting wax. In this room, history isn't just written, it's being forged, word by word, by men whose names would echo through centuries. Imagine the scene. A sturdy oak table, its surface covered with maps depicting a world both familiar and vastly different from our own. Parchment papers, filled with elegant, looping script, lie scattered about, the ink still fresh on some. A quill pen rests beside an inkwell, awaiting the next powerful thought to be transcribed. The light from the candles dances across the faces of three remarkable individuals, their expressions a mixture of intense focus, deep concern, and unwavering resolve. Here we have them, the architects of a future republic. There's George Washington, his presence commanding, his military bearing evident even when seated. His brow is furrowed, contemplating the immense challenges of uniting disparate colonies against the most powerful empire on earth. You can almost see the weight of command on his shoulders, the strategic mind working through logistics, morale, and the seemingly impossible odds. Beside him sits Thomas Jefferson, younger, with a scholar's intensity in his eyes. He gestures with a hand, his fingers long and articulate, as he speaks of liberty, of the inalienable rights of man. His voice, though calm, carries the fire of conviction. He is the poet of the revolution, the man who will give voice to the aspirations of a people yearning to be free. He points to a phrase on a draft, perhaps the very document that will declare their independence. His mind crafting the words that will inspire generations. And then there's Benjamin Franklin, the elder statesman, his face a roadmap of wisdom, wit, and worldly experience. Elian's Bach, a thoughtful, almost mischievous glint in his eye, observing the younger men. He listens more than he speaks, but when he does, his words are like perfectly weighted stones, each one landing with profound impact. He offers a piece of advice, a practical solution, or a witty observation that cuts through the tension, reminding them of the human element in their grand political experiment. Their conversation isn't just idle talk. They are wrestling with monumental questions. How do you form a government that derives its power from the consent of the governed? How do you protect individual liberties while ensuring the stability of the state? They debate the nature of tyranny, the meaning of representation, and the very definition of freedom. Argument. Each counterpoint is a chisel stroke, shaping the block of marble that will become the United States of America. Let's look closer at the details that bring this moment to life. Their clothing is not a costume. It's the daily wear of the 18th century gentleman. The linen shirts, the wool coats, the buckled shoe sole, meticulously crafted, representing their station in society. The room itself tells a story. The wide plank wooden floors, the sturdy, unadorned furniture, the fireplace crackling in the corner. It speaks of a practical, resourceful, and determined people. Now, let's pull back and peer through the window. Outside, the streets of Philadelphia, or perhaps Boston, are alive with the quiet hum of colonial life. Horse-drawn carriages clatter over cobblestones, their lanterns swinging in the growing dusk. Silhouettes of townspeople hurry home, their day's work done. The wooden houses stand shoulder to shoulder, their windows glowing with the same warm candlelight we see inside. This isn't just a room. It's the nerve center of a continent on the brink of transformation. The decisions made within these four walls will ripple outwards, touching every street, every farm, and every citizen in this burgeoning land. These men were not gods. They were human beings. They had doubts, fears, and disagreements. The unity we see in this room was hard-won. They came from different colonies, with different economic interests and different perspectives. Washington, the Virginia planter and general. Jefferson, the Virginian intellectual and visionary. Franklin, the Philadelphian printer, scientist, and diplomat. Their ability to find common ground, to compromise, and to unite behind a shared vision is perhaps their most incredible achievement. They knew the risks were immense. The document they were likely reviewing, the Declaration of Independence, was an act of treason. By signing it, they were pledging, as Jefferson wrote, their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. They were placing a death sentence upon their own heads if their audacious gamble failed. Yet, in the flickering candlelight, you don't see fear. You see determination. You see a profound belief in the cause. They're serving a cause greater than any single individual. This scene is a powerful reminder that history is made by people. It's not an abstract force, but the result of choices, conversations, and courageous acts. These founding fathers, gathered in this humble room, were undertaking one of the greatest experiments in human history, to see if a nation could govern itself through reason and law, rather than by the decree of a distant king. As the night deepens and the candles burn lower, their discussion continues. They are building a country with words, with ideas, with shared principles. The world outside is uncertain, the path ahead fraught with danger and war. But in this room, for this moment, there is a powerful clarity. It's the clarity of purpose, the light of reason, and the birth of an American dream. They are not just creating a nation. They are creating a new possibility for what a nation could be. And it all started here, in a simple wooden room, under the watchful glow of candlelight. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. It's in understanding these moments that we can better appreciate the world we live in today. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the past, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more immersive historical stories. We'll see you in the next one.